weakest thoughts, money driven, major fraud, breathless body, diamond bones, wanna be it, wanna feel it.
Welcome everybody to Portland International Raceway here for the second INDYCAR race of the summer series here, as we're going to have 24 cars at this 12-turn road course here, as this will be the first road course as well for INDYCAR here, as we're going to be turning left and right. From last week it was Allentown, which was a Pocono based racetrack, as Scotty Mack won that race. But as you see, we have fan favorites like Kyle Larson, Joseph Newgarden, and Jamie Johnson starting all the way to the back. Let's see if we can do something today here, as he crashed early in Allentown here. As Scotty Mack also leads the point standings from Allentown after winning it after a last lap pass here. And let's get to some of our notes here. As Scott Dixon's on the pole, there should be two T's on that. I have no clue why. And then Joseph Newgarden starting second. I would watch out for him. He's always a favorite. Then we have Kyle Larson making his second INDYCART start. And then, like I said in the pre-race, Jamie Johnson starts last. He's also a 7 times NASCAR champion. But here's a starting grid. It says Scott Dixon and Joseph Newgarden, then Will Power and Alex Palou, then Paolo O'Ward and Graham Rahal, then Kyle Larson, Antonio Fernucci, Colton Herta, and Scott McLaughlin. And then row 6, we're going to have David Malukas and Linus Lindquist, and then Marcus Andretti, Felix Rosenquist, sorry if I cannot pronounce any of this, and then Alex and Rossi, Augustin Caponito, and I can't understand all of these, I'm going to be honest. And then row 11 is going to be Kyle Kirkwood and Ed Carpenter. And then row 12 is Nolan Siegel. And then last place is Jamie Johnson. And here's the race or track info. It's going to be 12 laps. It's a 1.967 mile. It opened in June 1961. It's asphalt and concrete. And turn 1 is going to be absolutely deadly here. And here's our race info now. It's going to be 25 laps, 24 cars. Scott Dixon's on pole. And, of course, like I said multiple times now, turn 1's going to be chaos. But as we're coming to the green flag here for the second INDYCAR race, as Scott Dixon leads us off into the chicane, as Joseph Newgarden behind. And there's big wreck already. We're going to still keep it green here as we take a replay on what happened. It looks like Kyle Larson may have 4 wide, and Paolo O'Ward just came up and came in front of the whole entire field there. But here comes Alex Palou making for the lead here, and he takes it away from Joseph Newgarden, Scott Dixon, Greg Rahal, and Colin Herta is on the move right now, for sure, as he's looking to get fifth. Here comes Joseph Newgarden for the lead. He's tight, he loose, he spins into the sand trap. He can't do that early. And as Scott Dixon moves into second, and Colin Herta is in third now. And here comes Scott Dixon, he looks for the lead. Oh, Alex Palou almost into the tires. Oh, I think that was Ed Carpenter, Kyle Kirkwood, and multiple others spin and chicane as Scott Dixon leads lap 4. Alex Palou almost to the tire. And contact, 2 cars into the wall there. And that's going to bring out the caution. And let's take a replay on what happened. I think there was no contact. I don't think there was any contact from Larson there. And those 2 cars, Marcus Ericsson, I can't tell. It's a 60 of David Malukas, I believe, into the wall there. Disappointing ending for those 2 guys, as they're going to be brought back to the garage. And here's pit stops here. And as who's going to take it? As Joseph Newgarden, Antonio Fernucci, and multiple others, Paolo O'Ward take it into pit road. And let's see who makes it off pit road first, as Joseph Newgarden takes it. And Paolo O'Ward gets a position after that. But as Colin Herta is now starting the front row with Scott Dixon, and those 5 others have the freshest tires in the field. But as we're coming to the green flag here on lap 8, and 1 second, and as Scott Dixon leads us off, Colin Hurd looks nice at 3 wide for the lead. Oh, Alex Palou on top of another car. That's going to bring out the caution. You cannot let that happen. 2 favorites for today into the tire barrier here. And let's take a replay on what happened. They were almost 4 wide. And it looks like Alex Palou just got tight and went into Graham Hall. And then let me see what happened with Will Power as well. And it looks like the 8 says turn Will Power into the wall there. Only 2 cars will DNF here. As the 33 of Ed Carpenter, Will Power, then Linus Lovequist, I think, and Marco Andretti are in pit road. So as we're coming to the green flag for lap 10 here, and as Colin Hurd will lead us off here, and Scott Dixon as well. They're 3 wide. And, oh, we got a spinner, the 66. I think that's David Malukas now. As Kyle Larson has the lead. Colin Hurd in second now. He looks to the inside of Larson. Who's Colin Hurd? Oh, big wreck. Massive wreck. Blocking. Oh, Kyle Kirkwood's in the wall. Or into them now. And massive wreck. And there's a tire on one of those trucks. And as Colin Hurd is getting towed back to the pits, let's take a replay on what happened from an alternate angle. And it looks like so Colin Hurd was trying to block Larson, did not work, and Christian Lundgaard got involved with it. And Kyle Kirkwood's tires just falls off and hits Colton Hurd and Kyle Larson there. That's disappointing. Those were some really fast race cars for today's race, and Kyle Kirkwood was also a favorite to win this race. But that is really disappointing. And you see Colin Hurd almost get airborne actually from that. You don't usually see that at road courses here. And let's take it from the main angle here. You can just see Kyle Larson hold his line. Colin Hurd just came up, and then you can see that tires just hit Colin Hurd. That is really disappointing there. As Scott Dixon managed to avoid that, as there's teleportation happening in the background there. And let's see it one more time. It says, yeah, it says hard contact for all those cars. And disappointing for Kyle Kirkwood, who could easily avoid that wreck if his tire didn't fall off. But as the cars are going to go back single file, let's see if we have any pit road takers. Scott Dixon, Jimmy Johnson, Alexander Rossi, Scotty Mack, Marco Andretti, and David Malukas are now in pit road. So as Scott Dixon leads us off, and Jimmy Johnson, and oh, David Malukas stole the car out. You don't want that to happen on pit road. But as we're coming to the green flag here for lap 13, Joseph Newgarden and Paolo Ward lead us off. And oh, they're almost 3 wide. And oh, we have a car upside down. You do massive flip there at Portland. And as I can't tell who flipped there, it might have been the 20 machine or the 33, I can't tell. And as red flag has been brought out, it looks like Linus might have been involved in that. Let's take a replay here. And yeah, Linus just got into the grass and flipped. I want the 33, I believe. Massive. You don't ever see that at Portland every day. I told you turn 1 will not be the turn that you want to wreck in at all. But as he is not happy with that, and that was, I can't even see from here. As they're cleaning up the debris here, Linus is in pit road now. But as they're coming back to the green flag for lap 18, and it's going to be a fuel race, I believe, here. Multiple pit road strategies are happening as everyone makes it through. Clean through turn 1 here. And as Paolo Ward and Antonio Fernucci. Oh, the 78 was in the grass for a little bit there. And as Paolo Ward has it, here comes Antonio Fernucci to the inside. Crossover. Oh, he got loose. He spins it from the field. No contact at all. And Scotty Mack just took over 4th place. He was in 6th. And Joseph Newgarden is now to the outside. Paolo Ward. And as Paolo Ward still has the lead, Scotty Mack, who is in that fuel saving. Oh, they got loose. Leaders got loose there. And oh, Jimmy Johnson to the wall. That's not going to bring out the caution. We're still green here. As the 12th has said it, he's going to pit this time. Same thing with the 5. Scotty Mack is going to be in fuel saving mode here. And here comes Will Power. And Scotty Mack has one person to look out for, and that's Scott Dixon, the king of fuel saving here. And as Scotty Mack has at least a couple turns, as Will Power are out, and Pilot and Joseph Newgarden. But as we're coming 3 go, Jamie Johnson spins now. As Jamie, more contact. The 77 spins, and the 78 and the 77 spin. That's not going to bring out the caution though. We're still green. And as we're coming to 2 go here, Marco Andretti trying to hold off the fresher tires. And he does not succeed. As Scotty Mack is coming to a white flag here. Will he win it for the 2nd time in a row at Portland? He's in fuel saving mode. Will Power sending it. And coming to the last final turns here. Scotty Mack, he's going to be out of fuel. Will Power will win it here at the line. That is absolutely crazy. You don't see that at all. As Will Power wins it at Portland. Let's take a replay. Scotty Mack was in fuel saving mode. He was 1 turn away from winning Portland and winning it twice in a row, which would have made INDYCAR history. A disappointing finish there. And here's our final results. It's Will Power and Scotty Mack, and then Paolo Ward and Joseph Newgarden, then Antonio Fernucci and Scott Dixon, and Alexander Rossi, Ed Carpenter, Marco Andretti, and David Malukas. Then it's Nolan Siegel, Linus Lugfizz, then Jimmy Johnson and Augustin Pino, Romain Grosjean, Christian Lundgaard, Christian Rasmussen, Kyle Kirkwood, Kyle Larson, and Colton Herta. Then it's Graham Rahal, Alex Palou, then Marcus Ericsson, and Felix Rosenqvist. And let's take a look at the point standings here as Scotty Mack still leads us off by 11 points here. Then it's Will Power, who just won today's race. Then Joseph Newgarden behind by 21, and then Alexander Rossi by 5, and Antonio Fernucci down by 33 or something like that. And as Kurt Herta is 20th in the point standings, that's not what you see from a guy who's usually dominant here. And as we have also big names like Alex Palou, championship favorite who wrecked out earlier, and then Helio Castroneves and Marcus Armstrong were Graham Rahal in the last 2 there. Thank you guys for watching. This copyrighted telecast may not be reused without the permission of INDYCART and its creators. I hope everyone enjoys today's race.